Thanks for joining us for your coronavirus headquarters update. I'm Tyler Jobe. Health officials in La Crosse County are asking community members to continue social distancing and safety practices. That comes in the wake of the state Supreme Court striking down Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers' Safer at Home order. While the order is no longer in place, health officials in our area say we can still play a role in keeping others safe.
We do not need an order to know what to do. We should not need an order to require that we do the right thing. We need to choose to protect ourselves and each other, and thereby protect our community and our economy.
We'll have more on the county's decision, as well as how other counties in our area are planning to move forward in our evening newscasts. The Supreme Court struck down the order by a 4-3 margin. Republican lawmakers filed the lawsuit in April, arguing the state DHS secretary exceeded her authority by extending the order to May 26th. The ruling lifts all restrictions on businesses and gatherings. Governor Evers had this to say about the decision.
There's no question among anybody that people are going to get sick. We presently lead the Midwest in having the fewest cases per capita, and the Republicans own that chaos.
Some bars in La Crosse and around the state opened shortly after the ruling was handed down. A COVID-19 testing site is set for May 21st in La Crosse County. The County Health Department announced that a testing site will be held at the Onalaska Omni Center. More details about who should come to the site will be released sometime in the next week. 2 new cases are being reported this morning in La Crosse County. That's in addition to 5 new cases that were reported yesterday in the county. 1 new case is being reported in Crawford, Jackson, and Vernon counties. More than 10,900 people have tested positive for COVID-19 in Wisconsin, and 421 people have died. The number of recoveries continues to climb, however, and is now at 5,600. That's 52% of all cases in the state. In Minnesota, there are now nearly 13,000 COVID-19 infections and 638 people have died. More than 8,100 people in the state have recovered, though. 2 additional cases are being reported in Winona County. In Iowa, Alt-McKee County has 115 cases. Nearly 13,700 people in the state have tested positive. 318 people have died, and there are more than 6,200 recoveries. Starting tomorrow, all restaurants, salons, barbershops, and gyms in Iowa can reopen under new health rules. Governor Kim Reynolds says she feels confident reopening more of Iowa's economy because the state has enough hospital beds and ventilators to treat patients. Organizers of the annual Oktoberfest are still discussing what this year's event could look like. The La Crosse tradition is still on as scheduled for the last weekend in September, but a decision on whether or not to hold the event won't happen until mid-July. The Miss La Crosse Oktoberfest pageant is already being impacted. The Miss America and Miss Wisconsin organizations have postponed their events planned for this year. The current Miss Oktoberfest, Jordan Butler, will serve as the Miss La Crosse Oktoberfest representative for 2021. Organizers will follow recommendations from the CDC as well as state and local officials to make sure the fest can be safe.
It would certainly be difficult. Obviously, especially temperature checks outside. A lot of that's going to depend on people's activity and the weather. Masks are something that'd be awfully hard to enforce.
The Forks and Corks event has been postponed to next week. The event, now retitled Forks and Pork, will be held next Thursday. The drive-up event will be held at Pogriba Restaurant on La Crosse's north side. Money raised will help support scholarships for area students as well as the La Crosse Area Emergency Fund. But you do need to act quickly to make sure you get a meal. Orders can be placed through next Tuesday, but the supply is limited. Ticket information is available on the Oktoberfest Facebook page. Well, if you know a graduate who didn't get to walk for their diploma this spring, you can still give them a part of the graduation ceremony they missed out on. The La Crosse Symphony Orchestra will be featuring the names of graduates this year to start out their live virtual concert. Graduates from colleges and high schools will be honored to start the concert June 5th. Anyone can nominate a senior along with the school they graduated from to be recognized.
I think it'll be a fun thing to do. And I think the graduates deserve a little something extra whenever we can because it's been such a strange year for them.
And to nominate a senior, just head over to the La Crosse Symphony Orchestra's YouTube page. Well, thank you so much for joining us for this coronavirus update. We hope you can join us tonight at 5, 6, and 10.